settles over the world like a whispered secret meant only for you. The room, softened by the dim glow of a single lamp, feels as if it has been waiting, patient, quiet, and tender. Outside the window, the moon hangs low, a silver cradle holding dreams yet to be born, and a faint, almost imperceptible melody drifts through the glass. The sound of wind brushing against leaves that seem to hum in a language older than memory. You feel a gentle tug at your heart, not a demand but an invitation, as if the night itself is offering you a hand, asking you to step just a little farther into its calm embrace. There is a softness in the air that wraps around your skin like a favorite shawl, familiar and safe. The curtains stir not from any storm, but from a breath of warmth that carries the scent of jasmine and something sweeter. Something you can't quite name, yet it feels like home. You notice a faint golden shimmer at the edge of the window pane, a light that does not belong to the street lamp or the neighbor's porch. It pulses, slow and steady, a heartbeat that matches your own as you lean closer, drawn by a quiet curiosity that feels like a child's wonder, untainted by worry. The glass is cool beneath your fingertips, yet the light passes through it like liquid honey, spilling a gentle pool on the wooden floor. You feel no urgency, only a deep, soothing pull to follow that glow, to let it guide you away from the tangled thoughts that have been circling like moths around a flame. As you open the window, the night air rushes in, carrying with it the distant chime of a wind bell, a sound that seems to unlock something in your chest, a quiet sigh of relief you didn't know you were holding. You step over the sill, barefoot onto the grass that feels surprisingly warm, as if the earth itself has been waiting to cradle you. The lawn is dappled with moonlight, each blade a silver thread woven into a carpet that leads toward the edge of the garden, where the trees stand like silent guardians. There a narrow path unfurls, lined with small glowing blossoms that open one by one as you approach, their petals whispering a soft, wordless welcome. The air grows richer with the fragrance of night-blooming flowers, lilac, gardenia, and a hint of something spice-like that makes your breath slow, deeper, more even. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves, and for a moment you feel the touch of something brushing against your hand, soft as a kitten's fur, yet it leaves no mark. You pause, heart beating a little slower now, and notice a pair of eyes reflecting the moonlight just beyond the curve of the path. They belong to a small fox, its coat a blend of twilight shadows and a faint, silvery sheen that seems to shift with the light. It sits quietly watching you, its tail curled gently around its paws, an expression of calm understanding in its gaze. There is no fear, only a sense of recognition, as if this creature has been waiting here for you, knowing that one night you would answer the call of the quiet. The fox rises, moves a few steps forward, then pauses, looking back over its shoulder. It does not bark or demand, it simply invites you to follow, trusting that you will. You take a step, then another, each movement feeling lighter as if the ground itself is lifting you forward. The path winds deeper into the garden, the glowing blossoms forming a soft, luminous tunnel that guides you away from the house, away from the world that feels too loud, too sharp. With every breath, the tension in your shoulders eases, the weight behind your eyes lifts, and the night wraps around you like a lullaby sung in a language you've always known. You walk slowly, savoring the way the air feels against your skin, the way the moonlight paints gentle patterns on the ground. The fox stays just ahead, its footsteps silent, its presence a steady, comforting rhythm that matches the beat of your own heart. There is no rush, no destination, only the now, the soft rustle of leaves, the distant hum of the garden's own quiet song. And as you follow, you feel the first true sense of peace you have known in a long time. A peace that does not demand anything, that simply is waiting to be embraced. The path leads you to a clearing where the moonlight pools like liquid silver, reflecting the sky in a mirror of still water that isn't water at all, but a carpet of tiny luminous petals. Here the air is thick with a sweet honeyed fragrance that makes your lungs feel light, as if each inhale fills you with a soft golden warmth. The fox pauses at the center of the clearing, turning to face you, its eyes twin pools of gentle light that seem to see straight into the quiet corners of your soul. It lowers its head, not in submission but in invitation, and you sense that you may step closer, that you are welcome to share this sacred space. Around you, the flowers sway in a breath of wind that carries the faint sound of a lullaby. Perhaps the wind itself is singing, or perhaps it is the garden humming a tune that has been playing since the first night the world knew darkness. The melody is simple, a series of soft notes that rise and fall like the tide, and you find yourself breathing in sync with it, each exhale longer, slower, more relaxed than the last. The worries that once clung to the edges of your mind, lists of tasks, lingering conversations, the echo of the day's noise, begin to dissolve, like mist meeting the morning sun, leaving only a clean, open space where calm can settle. You kneel beside the fox, your fingers brushing the soft grass, and feel a gentle warmth rise from the earth, as if the ground itself is sharing its heat with you. The fox steps nearer, its fur surprisingly soft against your palm when you reach out, and you feel a pulse of quiet energy travel up your arm, spreading through your chest like a slow, soothing wave. There is no need for words. The connection is wordless, a silent understanding that you are safe, that you belong here, even if just for this moment. From the edge of the clearing, a new sound emerges, a soft, rhythmic clicking, like the gentle tapping of a wind chime made of glass. You turn your gaze and see a row of delicate lanterns, each shaped like a teardrop, hanging from low branches of a tree you hadn't noticed before. Inside each lantern, a tiny flame flickers, not with a bright orange fire, but with a cool, blue-white glow that casts gentle shadows on the grass. The light feels like a lullaby made visible, and you feel drawn to it, your eyes following the line of lanterns as they lead toward a small structure nestled among the trees. A cottage that seems to have grown from the garden itself, its walls covered in ivy that glows faintly in the moonlight. The cottage door is slightly ajar, and from within spills a warm amber light that smells of cinnamon and vanilla, a scent that wraps around you like a blanket fresh from the dryer. You feel the fox's gentle nudge against your leg, encouraging you to rise, and you do, your limbs moving effortlessly as if the garden's magic is supporting you. The path to the cottage is short, lined with smooth stones that emit a soft hum when you step on them, a grounding vibration that travels up through your feet and spreads calm throughout your body. As you approach the doorway, you notice a faint melodic humming coming from inside, a woman's voice, low and soothing, singing a wordless tune that feels like a mother's lullaby. The voice is familiar, yet you cannot place it. It feels like a part of yourself you had forgotten, a gentle presence that has always been there, waiting in the quiet corners of your heart. You step across the threshold, and the air inside is even warmer, thick with the scent of blooming night jasmine and something that reminds you of fresh bread, baked just for you. The room is small, furnished with a simple wooden table, 2 chairs, and a shelf lined with jars that contain glowing honey-colored liquid. At the far end, a fireplace crackles with a fire that burns without wood, its flames a soft golden hue that dances in time with the humming. Beside the fire sits a woman, her hair silver like the moon, her eyes the same gentle light as the fox's. She looks up as you enter, and a smile spreads across her face. A smile that holds no judgment, only pure, unconditional welcome. She does not speak, but her presence says everything you need to hear. You are safe, you are seen, you are home. She gestures to the chair opposite her, and you sit, feeling the cushion mold to your shape as if it has been waiting for you. On the table, a cup of the glowing honey liquid steams gently, tiny wisps of vapor curling upward like miniature clouds. The woman pushes the cup toward you, her movements slow and deliberate, and you take it, feeling the warmth seep through your fingers. The liquid inside shimmers with a soft golden light, and as you bring it to your lips, you notice it smells like the night itself, cool, fresh, and faintly sweet. You take a sip, and the taste spreads through you like a gentle embrace, a blend of honey, lavender, and something indefinable that feels like peace distilled into a drink. The warmth travels down your throat, spreading through your chest, loosening the tightness you didn't realize you'd been carrying. With each swallow, the world outside the cottage fades a little more, the garden's sounds becoming a distant hum, the worries that once lingered now nothing more than faint, forgotten whispers. The woman watches you, her eyes crinkling at the corners, and you feel a deep, wordless understanding pass between you. There is no need to explain why you are here, she knows. She knows the restless nights, the racing thoughts, the longing for a place where you can simply be. And in her knowing, you find permission to let go, to surrender to the calm that is unfolding around you. She reaches across the table, her hand cool and soft, and places it over yours, a silent promise that you are not alone, that you will be held gently through whatever comes. The honey drink works its magic slowly, like a tide that rises without urgency, filling the quiet spaces of your mind with a soft, golden light. You feel your breath deepen, each inhale drawing in the cottage's warm scent, each exhale releasing the last remnants of tension, the way a leaf lets go of a tree in a gentle breeze. The woman continues to sit with you, her presence a steady anchor, her silence more comforting than any spoken words could ever be. She does not rush you, she simply shares the moment, allowing the night to unfold at its own pace. Around you, the cottage seems to breathe with you, its wooden beams creaking softly, the fire crackling in a rhythm that matches the beating of your heart. The flames dance, casting flickering shadows on the walls, shadows that move like old friends, familiar and kind. You notice that the shadows sometimes form shapes, a gentle curve that looks like a mother's embrace, a line that resembles a path leading into a peaceful horizon, a soft spiral that pulls your gaze inward, toward the calm center of your being. There is no fear in these shapes, only a sense of recognition, as if they are reminding you of a truth you have always known but had forgotten in the noise of daily life. The woman lifts her cup, taking a small sip, and you follow suit, the liquid now feeling like a warm silk sliding down your throat. With each swallow you feel lighter, as if the weight you carried, worries about tomorrow, the echo of yesterday's conversations, the endless list of should-have-dones, has been gently placed on a shelf, to be looked at another day or perhaps never again. The night outside the cottage seems to sigh in relief, the gardens hum softening to a barely audible whisper, as if the entire world is holding its breath, encouraging you to sink deeper into this cocoon of calm. She gestures toward the window and you turn your head to see that the night sky has changed. The stars are now brighter, each one a tiny steady point of light that seems to pulse in time with your own breath. A shooting star streaks across the heavens, leaving a trail of silver dust that shimmers like a ribbon of hope. You feel a gentle tug at your heart, not a pain but a reminder that you are part of something vast, something beautiful, something that holds you even when you feel alone. The sight fills you with a quiet gratitude, a sense that the universe is conspiring to give you this moment of peace, to remind you that you deserve it. The woman smiles again, her eyes reflecting the starlight, and she points to a small, worn book that rests on the table beside you. The book's cover is made of soft, worn leather, its edges rounded from years of handling. You open it and the pages are filled with handwritten words, the ink a deep, midnight blue. The script is graceful, each letter flowing into the next like a gentle stream. You read a line at random: "The night is not an enemy, but a lover who holds you when the world is too loud." The words resonate, a key turning in a lock you didn't know you carried, and you feel a tear slip down your cheek, not from sadness but from a deep, heartfelt recognition. You close the book, placing your hand on its cover, feeling the warmth of the leather against your skin. The woman nods as if to say, "Whenever you need, the words will be here waiting." She then rises, moving with a grace that seems to belong to the night itself, and walks toward the fireplace. With a gentle motion she places a small, woven basket beside the hearth. Inside you see a collection of tiny hand-blown glass orbs, each containing a single glowing flower seed. She picks one up, holding it out to you, and you take it, feeling the delicate weight of the glass, the faint warmth that radiates from the seed inside. "These are dreams," she whispers, her voice as soft as the rustle of leaves. "Plant them in the quiet of your mind, and they will grow into restful sleep." You nod, understanding instinctively. The seed is a promise, a tiny beacon of peace that you can nurture whenever the night feels too long. She places the basket back and you notice that the fire's glow seems to intensify, the flames now a soft golden hue that spreads warmth throughout the room, wrapping around you like a gentle embrace. The cottage itself feels like a living thing, its walls humming a low, soothing tone, a sound that resonates in your bones, encouraging you to let go, to surrender to the night's tender care. The air is thick with the scent of lavender and something else, perhaps the scent of the stars themselves, clean and crisp. You feel your eyelids grow heavy, not from fatigue but from the deep, soothing pull of the night's lullaby. The woman sits back down, her hands still resting over yours, and you feel a pulse of calm travel through you, a reminder that you are held, you are safe, you are allowed to rest. Outside, the garden continues its quiet song, the glowing blossoms swaying gently, the fox now lying beside the door, its eyes half closed, content. The world beyond the cottage fades, the only reality being this moment, this breath, this gentle warmth. You take another sip of the honey drink and the last traces of lingering tension melt away, leaving only a soft, open space where peace can settle. The woman's humming resumes, a wordless melody that feels like a soft cradle, rocking you, soothing you, guiding you toward the place where thoughts dissolve and only stillness remains. The honey drink has now become a part of you, its warmth woven into the fabric of your being, a gentle fire that glows softly in your chest. You feel no urgency, no need to move. The cottage holds you as a mother holds a child with unconditional, wordless love. The woman's humming continues, a steady, soothing rhythm that matches the rise and fall of your breath, each note a tiny thread that stitches together the fragments of your mind, allowing them to settle into a peaceful whole. She reaches for the basket of glass orbs once more, selecting a single seed and places it gently in the palm of your hand. This one feels different. Its glow is a deeper, richer gold, as if it contains the essence of the night itself. She closes your fingers around it, her touch lingering, and whispers, "When you are ready, plant this in the garden of your mind. It will grow into a tree of rest, its branches sheltering you from any storm." You feel the seed's warmth, a promise that you can carry with you, a reminder that peace is always within reach, waiting to be nurtured. The fire crackles softly, its light now dancing in a slow, deliberate pattern as if it too is breathing with you. The shadows on the walls have softened further, becoming gentle waves of light that ebb and flow, pulling you deeper into a state of serene stillness. The cottage's wooden beams seem to sigh, the floorboards creaking ever so slightly, a lullaby sung by the house itself. Every sound is a note in a symphony of calm, each one inviting you to let go a little more, to surrender to the night's embrace. You feel your eyelids grow heavier, the weight of them a comfortable, warm blanket that encourages you to close them just for a moment. As you do, the world outside the cottage shifts subtly. The garden's glowing blossoms seem to pulse in unison with your heartbeat. The fox's breathing becomes a soft, rhythmic whisper, and the stars in the sky twinkle like tiny, approving eyes watching over you. The woman's humming slows, the notes stretching longer, each one lingering like a soft sigh, and you feel yourself drifting, floating on a river of calm, carried gently toward a place where thoughts no longer race, where the mind can simply be. She places a hand on your shoulder, her touch light as a feather, and you feel a wave of reassurance wash over you. There is no need to hold on, no need to strive, only to let the night cradle you. The honey drink's warmth spreads further, reaching the tips of your fingers, the ends of your toes, filling every part of you with a soothing heat that melts away any lingering tension. Your breathing becomes deeper, slower, each inhale drawing in the cottage's fragrant air, each exhale releasing any remnants of the day's noise. The woman's voice, now barely a whisper, begins to chant a single gentle word: rest. It repeats, a soft mantra that echoes in the space between your thoughts: rest, rest, rest. The repetition is like a lullaby sung by the night itself, a rhythm that guides you further away from wakefulness, toward the soft horizon of sleep. The fire's glow dims just a little, becoming a gentle golden haze that wraps around you like a cocoon, safe and warm. You feel the seed in your palm begin to pulse, a tiny heartbeat that syncs with your own, and you imagine it planting itself in the fertile soil of your mind, its roots spreading, its branches reaching upward, forming a canopy of peace. Under this imagined tree, you are sheltered from any storm, any worry, any fear. The leaves rustle softly, a sound like a gentle ch, and you feel yourself sinking deeper, the boundaries between you and the night blurring, merging into a single tranquil space. The woman's humming fades, replaced by a soft, wordless silence that feels like the deepest part of the night, a silence that holds you, cradles you, refuses to let anything disturb your peace. The cottage itself seems to sigh, its walls exhaling a warm breath that envelopes you, and you feel your body relax completely, every muscle letting go, every thought dissolving into the quiet. The fox, now lying beside you, exhales a long, contented breath, and you feel your own breath mirror its rhythm, slow, steady, deep. You are no longer in the cottage, yet you are still held within it. You are both here and everywhere, a part of the night, a part of the garden, a part of the stars. The world outside continues its gentle hum, a lullaby sung by the universe, and you allow yourself to drift, to float, to surrender. The seed in your hand glows brightly, then softly, then not at all, its purpose fulfilled. The honey drink's warmth settles into a steady, comforting heat, and you feel yourself sinking into a deep, soft, endless rest. There is no need to think, no need to plan, no need to hold on. The night has you, the garden holds you, the cottage holds you, and you are finally, completely, peacefully allowed to sleep. The last thing you hear is the woman's voice, a final, whispered, "Rest now, beloved," and then only the gentle, endless silence of the night, a silence that cradles you like a mother's arms, allowing you to drift into a deep, undisturbed, beautiful sleep.